Hello and welcome to Startup Hack. Today we are going to talk about REST endpoint best practices every developer should know about. So let's jump right in. Make sure to check out the link down below because we always provide the code samples that you can pull down and follow along so you can see in our project. Do you want to earn $100,000 a year? Do you want to become a software developer within just 3 months? With our amazing course and awesome tutors, you never have to worry about getting stuck. We help students to learn skills that companies want to hire. We are Startup Hack. Don't forget to subscribe our channel. So let's get started. Alright, this is not specific to source naming guideline but an important concept while designing your API. Our REST API naming should be self-describing and as simple as possible. One of the important principles while naming our API is to allow developers to work on it without referring to the documents for every point. So here's an example. Look at the second example. It is not clear what we are trying to do until we look at the type of and ID fields together. Okay, now use plural nouns for naming for RESTful URI. A key principle of designing RESTful endpoints is using nouns to represent resources and using plural names for consistency. This makes your API more intuitive and easy to understand. Remember to avoid using verbs or action in your endpoints names as the HTTP methods already convey the action. As one of the most common operations performed by the REST API to get data, using plural is more intuitive and easy. So here's an example. Keep in mind the following points. Do not mix singular and plural convention while naming your resources. It should be consistent across the API for readability. So number 2 is URL represents a resource which can be a singleton or collection. A plural represents all resources under given URI. So here's example. Given resources can also contain sub-collections. So here's example. Alright, so the second best practice is stick to standard HTTP methods. For CRUD operations, create, read, update, and delete, always use standard HTTP methods. This ensures consistency across your API and helps developers understand your endpoints more quickly. Post, create a new resource, get, read, retrieve a resource or a collection of resources, put, update a resource, delete a resource. So here's example. The third best practice is never use CRUD functions names in URI. You should not use URIs to indicate a CRUD function. URIs should only be used to uniquely identify the resources and not contain any action upon them. We should use HTTP request methods to indicate which CRUD function is performed. So here's example. Okay, now the next best practice is use forward slash to indicate hierarchical relationships. The forward slash character is used in the path portion of the URI to indicate a hierarchical relationship between resources. So here's example. The next step is versioning matters. Be consistent. API versioning is essential for maintaining backward compatibility and allowing for smooth transitions. When making changes to your API, include the version number in the URL or as a request header for consistency. So here's example. The next practice is boost discoverability with hypermedia as the engine of application state. So what is this? It is a RESTful design principle that encourages providing link to related resources and API responses. This improves discoverability and enables developers to navigate your API with ease. So here's example. So thank you for watching this video. Designing RESTful APIs is an integral part of modern software development. By adhering to these best practices, you will create robust, maintainable, and user-friendly APIs that make it easier for developers to interact with your web services. So don't forget to subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon for latest updates. To joining our course, you can simply go to our website called startuphack.com. Thank you.